Source references called citations give you credit for specific information included in the document. Complete source information for citations is included in the bibliography at the end of the report. Citations and bibliographies must be entered using appropriate reference styles such as MLA and APA style. Word includes the features that will automatically format citations and bibliographies according to the different reference styles. As you insert citations, Word asks for the bibliography information for each source. Once a source is created, it's stored in two places, a master list and a current list. A master list is a database of all the sources ever created. The current list includes all the sources that will be used for this current document. The purpose of the master list is to save you from retyping and re-entering information about the sources that you commonly use. This is because you can select and copy sources in your master list and add them to your current list.
Now let's create our first citation. The first citation that needs to be included in this document is to give credit to the source of geography statistics about Tanzania. So I want to position my cursor at the end of the paragraph for geography and climate. Then I want to go up to the reference tab and make sure I choose the proper style for my citation. As you drop down the list, you see all the different types of styles. Two of the most popular are APA and MLA. In this example, we're going to use MLA. And then we're going to go and insert citation. Add new source. And this brings up the Create Source dialog box. First thing we want to do is identify the type of the source. In this case, it's a website. And then I'm going to type in all my information. Once all the information has been added, click OK, and then it creates a reference point for the citation. Our next citation, we're going to reference a book. So we position our cursor where we want this citation to be inserted. Choose Insert Citation, Add New Source, Type of Source, Book. Once all the information has been added in, click OK, and it creates a reference point for that citation. Now to edit a source, we could just scroll up to the citation, click on it, choose the drop down, and then choose Edit Source. And we can make the appropriate changes. Once you make the changes, click OK to apply the changes.
A table is used to organize information into easy-to-read format of horizontal rows and vertical columns. The insertion of a row and column creates a cell in which you enter data or other information. Cells in a table are identified by a letter and number called a table reference. Columns are identified from the left to right beginning with the letter A, and rows are numbered from the top to bottom beginning with the number 1. The table reference of the top leftmost cell is A1 because it is the first column and the first row of the table. The second cell in the column 2 is cell B2. The fourth cell in column 3 is C4. Tables are a very effective method for presenting information. The table layout organizes the information for readers to greatly reduce the number of words that they have to read or interpret in the data. Use tables whenever you can make your documents easy to read.
Inserting a table. First thing we want to do before we insert a table is make sure our cursor location has been established to the position where you want the table to be. Then we click on the Insert tab, and then Table, and then choose how many columns and rows you want. 3 columns, 3 rows. Adding data to our table. First we click on the first cell, then we can add the description. To go to the next cell, we hit the Tab key. The next cell, Tab key. We can also use the mouse to navigate between cells. Now after all the data has been entered in, what I want to do now is insert a row that contains the column headings. So I want to position my cursor in the first row and then come up to the Layout tab and then hit Insert Above. Sorting a table is easy. Once you identified what column you want to sort by, just position your cursor anywhere in that column, click on the Sort button, and choose how we want to sort it by. We're going to sort it by region. Identify that this list has a header row, and then click OK. Formatting a table. When we created this table, we just did the standard default format. But there are other designs available for formatting tables within Word 2007. If we click on the Design tab, it takes us back to different table styles. And as we move our cursor, our mouse over the different styles, we see what kind of effect they have with the live update. Once we find a style that we like, we click on it, and then that style has been applied. Now I'm going to add a caption underneath the table so we can quickly reference it anytime we want throughout the document. Position my cursor where I want the caption to go, hit Insert Caption. Instead of a label being a figure, what it is it's a table. Click OK.
A table of figures is a list of figures, tables, or equations used in a document and their associated page number, similar to how a table of contents lists topic headings. The table of figures is generated from captions that are included in a document and is a field that can be easily updated to reflect the changes you may make in a document after the list is generated.
Another thing we could do in Word 2007 is we can create a table of figures. Let's move to the bottom of the document. Position our cursor here, click References, and then Insert Table of Figures. Now click the Options button, and in the style, choose Caption. What this is going to do is it's going to allow tables and figures to be displayed in the table of figures. Then we click OK, and we see our figures and tables being referenced. Now we can type in the label. And we could format it.